Yeah.
I feel especially kind to the female race right now.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I always put them on equal footing with myself.
You need a hat to do that, though.
I can't just...
Milady.
Bruce, don't take it off. That's like your armor.
Yeah, you know, that's too much. You tip it. Tip of the hat. This is too much. And we're going for equality here, not one more than the other. Not one sex more than the other. So a tip is, I honor you, I respect you.
Yeah, just the tip. Just the tip.
Welcome back to another episode of Open House. It's a very special episode. We're promoting some awesome clothing, right, James?
Yeah, Mac Weldon
Yeah.
actually sponsored this episode.
Oh, sweet.
And we're going to hear more from them later. Thank you for sponsorship, Mac Weldon.
All right.
Great clothes.
Nice show.
Your first question this week comes from Sexy Panda Bear. Bernie has approved the Funhaus Zoo, but you have to catch the animals for the zoo yourselves. What animals will you guys have, and how will you catch them?
Magikarp. I will catch Magikarp, and I will catch him the only way Ash knows how. Pokemon. Is that how they catch
They
him?
yelp the word, yeah.
They yell.
Oh, they go, Magikarp.
You're leaving out the part in Pokemon where they have to beat the animal to near death into submission, and then they'll go into the ball.
It's all right. I don't mind that.
I imagine he comes back with a Pokeball. He's like, guys, I got Magikarp, and he opens it, and it's just like the bones have been crushed, the tissue
all
crammed
chum.
everything into this thing, and now it looks like a tuna ball.
I caught it, though.
This is more from my adventurous side. I would hunt the most dangerous game to bring it to our zoo. Man.
Good.
Yes.
Bunch of naked dudes.
It would just be
pretty
naked
hard.
people.
Yeah.
Anybody in particular in mind? Like, who's your your number one catch you'd love to get?
I would say probably the most difficult man that I could imagine catching would be former President Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, he would
wily.
be.
He's tough. He's always been tough.
I feel like Harry Potter Land doesn't have the animals that it should have of the magical world of Harry Potter.
The hippogriff.
Giant dead spiders.
We get giant dead spiders, we get hippogriffs, and then we get unicorns. Those are easy, right?
Drink their blood.
And then little British kids.
Well, those were actually not animals. Those were
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to
students.
catch British kids?
See
Or?
their teeth though?
For me, it's going to be the rats of Nim, specifically the Great Nicodemus.
That's a good answer.
And I would just catch them like they were caught in the movie with where like a brick
Mousetraps.
falls in
I was
front
gonna
of
say, yeah. I imagine us
Think
trying to
about it.
transport them into their cell, and we're all pulling. Who is the mud slipper? Nicodemus, look out!
Wow.
Then smash. You guys don't know beat for beat everything from Secret and Nim? Nicodemus, he gets the house falls on him.
Look, I understand
You know?
it's only 2003.
That
so
pig
it's still
knows.
fresh.
They weren't caught, they were killed.
He's only familiar with the books.
He's a Watership Down man.
You know we have an abundance of homeless people.
Oh, true.
Round them all up, cram them in some suits, make them dress like hippogriffs, griffins, what have you. And then finally, this is a little cherry on top here, because you got to beat the Magikarp into submission. I say we also open up all the exhibits. You can go in and challenge all of those mythical creatures one-on-one, mano-a-mano.
I think we're just creating bum fights.
But they're wearing costumes at them. Who's beating up a unicorn in their life?
How do we feed them?
Well, I
Other
have
homeless
because I
people?
tested
I
out,
guess
but-
the cadavers, right?
When they're old and busted, they break a leg, you just feed them to the rest of them.
Unicornfights.net. Matt
Weird
Peaks.
zoo.
There's a lot of homeless cats and dogs too, so that's what I would do.
You want people to beat up homeless cats?
Next question from I'm a dude, duh. I've been feeling a little trapped in my social bubble lately. You guys know a way that's guaranteed to get me some new friends? Absolutely, I do. It's called a trilby.
Whoa! This just flipped right off your head.
Now watch this. Now watch. Hold on.
First, you want to...
Oh! Hang out with that guy.
Smooth as ice.
Impressing the fellas.
You busy after work, Chris? You want to hang out and be cool or something?
I do, absolutely, Lawrence.
Yes.
Let's go.
Way! And now we're following your adventures, and they're out in the fields. And now they're in a street. Get out of the street. There's a bus coming. Whoa, that was a close one. Now the bus driver's gonna be late. Oh shit, he can't lose this job. He already lost the last one. If he loses this job, he's gonna have to go back to his parole officer, let him know what's up. But this parole officer's wife just left him, so that's kind of a big deal too. And so what's supposed to happen now?
I bet you walked into a prison with that trilby on your head. You'd be the most popular fella there, fella.
Absolutely. I mean, immediately
Who's
gets
that
bent
fresh
over
fish?
and just ruined.
Kill that man.
He would be popular.
Here's some knives. We're gonna walk away.
All right. Next question from Dr. Smeg. Since we all know Skyrim is the only thing Bethesda will ever care about, what Skyrim product would you like them to announce next year?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be not for me, obviously, but a fleshlight, the Skyrim job, is gonna come out, and
So if it's a Skyrim job,
I mean,
you
it's just
have
a
to.
You have to lick the
lick it.
fleshlight?
No,
looks like a
no,
butthole?
no. It was just a catchy title. It's not necessarily indicative of what the device
I
does.
think she wants
So
you
what am
to
I
give
licking?
Using?
a rim job to a fleshlight.
To do your thum though every time you do it.
Is it too late for me to pass? Is it too late to pass on this question?
Nope, you can't pass.
I would like Skyrim, the number one
that's a
alcohol
great
from
idea.
Oh, that is a great answer.
Lands of
Man.
Skyrim. It's infused with dragon power, which means you could also breathe fire. It comes with matches. So you take a swig, go whoosh. Foos Road drunk. Am I right?
You know how New Zealand Air has hobbits all over it? Mm-hmm. Well, Bethesda should form an airline called Flyrim.
Yeah.
And then it'll have all those characters that I don't know from the game on the side of the plane.
Those-
you
Keen,
create the character.
Werewolf, vampire.
Link.
Dragon.
You can meet up with that lusty Argonian maid in the bathroom, if you know what I mean.
Peek's playing it right now. Name 3 characters, Peek.
I'm taking a break. I forgot.
Oh, I'd like to do Skyrim, Shut Up and Jam, do a basketball game.
All your favorite characters, like
Dovahkiin, werewolf, vampire,
the moon, Link.
king of mountain.
I think there's a big red planet sometimes.
That's the Blood Moon.
Yeah, that's Blood Moon.
Just thinking of mods.
I was gonna do the coolest Skyrim product you've ever seen and you will ever see, the Sky Ramp. It's a ramp to the sky.
What does this have to do with the game?
Dovahkiin gets on his skateboard, goes up the sky ramp, all the way off, and does a triple 1080.
He does such a sweet 1080 cubed that
Yeah.
the dragon sees him, Alduin, I guess, and just has a heart attack because it was so cool.
Is Alduin the name of the dragon?
Is it?
No one knows.
I haven't gotten to him yet, but yes, that is the name of one of the key dragons. I haven't gotten there yet.
There we go.
Or is that the old one on top of the mountain? I can't fucking remember.
No, that's
It's Florax.
That's what you use to clean your.
I think that's a cleaning product. All right, Peek, you should have the best answer. You played Skyrim the most. Go.
the Skyrim disk drive.
Okay. All right.
What does it do?
It puts whatever Skyrim assets it can into whatever is on the disk, or it.
Oh, so it's a writer.
simulates
It
them.
just
Yes.
comes with. Oh, it's the actual drive itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it tries to the extent to where your disk can destroy your disk, but
Oh, don't use it. Please don't
Not
use
always.
it. It says-
What?
Wait, how much
could-
does it
just-
cost?
That's a good question. How much? How much does it cost?
99 gold dragons.
Oh boy, that seems
It's a large amount of gold dragons.
I'm not
It's like
sure.
$300.
I have no idea. Never played.
Speedboat Bad Guy writes in, there are many world-famous photographs, but if you could place yourself in any iconic photo, which one would you choose and where in the picture would you put yourself? I would do the break the internet picture, except my head would be up right above the butt and all the champagne would just be flying into my mouth.
Damn it! I was gonna say I would be, the Kate Upton picture with her on the front of the Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
I'd just be behind her,
Oh.
and I wouldn't be touching her or anything.
Just a subtle tip.
Just
Yeah. Oh.
like that, and then that way I'd be part of that.
Yeah.
Part of that history.
You know the picture of the monk who set himself ablaze? And he's sitting there? I'd be jumping over top of it. Like a cool bonfire leap.
That's a
Yeah.
cool trick.
Would you like a kickflip or something?
It'd be awesome, yeah.
Cool. I want to be in that famous photo of Wonder Woman when she's with her
Yeah.
friends, the Chief and Chris Pine.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be in the back selling tampons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Europe was destroyed and they needed tampons.
That's true.
Elise.
I'd be on that image of all the construction workers on the girder above New York City, and I would have a comical fake weight,
Oh.
so it looked like I was gonna offset the weight and like prank them all,
Oh, that's really funny.
but I wasn't actually.
Oh, it's just a prank.
Just a prank. They're still just eating their sandwiches.
Yeah, they don't care. Their lives suck.
Matt Peak.
I'd like to be in the photo with Einstein where he's sticking his tongue out.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
What would you like to be
that's a
doing in the
close-up,
photo?
though.
Just hanging out with him at whatever party that is.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you put your tongue right next to his tongue?
Your tongue
could
could
be-
be coming from the bottom of the
You
photo.
could be tongue kissing one of the,
That's
probably
true.
the smartest men in history.
What do you think his tongue tastes like, Matt?
From Bandit Chesington, what 90s game show would you like to compete in? For me, it's got to be Supermarket Sweep.
Oh,
I've
right.
mentioned
That's
it
2
on
weeks
this.
in a row.
I've mentioned it on the show
Supermarket Sweep.
before.
See how long we
Good
can keep
pick,
this
good pick.
going.
I would love to. I'd love to. I'm so hungry right now.
I would want to be on Guts. I know what you're thinking. Why not Legends of the Hidden Temple? Because I'd probably have a shitty teammate who we wouldn't get past the first phase where we're pulling back and forth across the river. But if you're in Guts, you're guaranteed to get to the final round, climb that aggro crag, no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to make sure I see every single point of the competition.
I was going to say American Gladiators.
Yeah.
Much like Guts, because American Gladiators, It always looked kind of easy, you know, because like I feel like the gladiators would sort of like let you buy sometimes, but then you didn't realize as you were growing up when you saw those people on there, they were all on steroids, including the contestants.
Oh yeah.
So
2 scoops.
I'm going to have to do
steroids.
2 scoops of steroids every single day.
Is that your gladiator name?
To get on the 2 scoops?
Here's
yeah.
Wolf.
That's
and
the greatest
laser
gladiator
and 2
competitor of all
scoops.
time was 2 scoops.
Was it 2 scoops?
Yeah, 2 scoops.
Oh, he's the best.
All right.
He's the
well,
best.
He's got
Grand
a
circles
syringe
around
under his
Turbo
trilby.
Nitro.
Laser.
Either way, I'm going to beat the hell out of those gladiators, and 2 scoops will win, and we'll do steroids forever.
I'd like to be on Nick Arcade because I think those kids always made it look a lot harder than it really was.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you have social anxiety
Bitches.
and you're a kid who sits at home and plays video games all day. I'd be on that green screen. I'd be
No
jumping
problem.
over wizards. No problem.
No problem.
These kids are stupid.
Except you also have social anxiety and stay at home and play video games all day. So
Was I on that show?
Speaking of social anxiety and being better than kids, I would be in Video Armageddon, the conclusion to The Wizard. Except I would be better than that stupid autistic kid. Because I know where all the whistles are. Better
He
than he
did
does.
too.
I
Yeah,
know, but
He
somehow I'm better.
knew that before he played the game, though,
Yeah.
Lawrence. Do you know that before you play the game?
I'm pretty sure I learned it from Pizza Box. So he learned it from Pizza Box too. We're on the same
We all
footing.
learned it from
You
the
Except
learned it
I have a
from
working
Wizard.
brain. I have Asperger's or whatever. So suck it, Lunchbox kid.
all right.
And whoop your ass.
All right, Matt Pig.
I'd go with The Price is Right.
Oh!
And I could win something, that'd be cool.
What would you win?
Horse-drawn carriage, I think. I've always wanted one.
Horse-drawn carriage. I imagine Peak would get on that show, do really well, and then come to the showcase showdown or whatever, and his would be shit. Like, it'd be terrible. It'd be like a DVD stand
He fit perfectly on
and
it.
a new fridge.
All right, Matt Pig, last question.
All right, last question from Fredo2310. Nintendo has asked Funhaus to create new characters for a new Punch-Out game for the Nintendo Switch to join the classic roster of characters. Glass Joe, Don, Flamingo, etc. What are their names?
Disgusting.
Their character trait, like Don Flamingo's dancing fighting style, Soda Popinski's love of soda, etc. What country would your characters be from?
He basically answered it, but let's say we put a Native American character in
Yeah.
there.
Wasn't
And
I was trying to think of a stereotype that isn't already in Punch Out
Yeah.
and something we could come up with that's worse than what's already there.
yeah, so probably a Native American stereotype.
Chief Punch'em.
Chief Punch'em.
Chief Punch'em.
Except that he'd only be wearing his underwear.
All right.
And it would be good.
Because
This episode is brought to you by Mac Weldon. We love Mac Weldon here. Everyone, pretty much everyone except for maybe Elise, has transferred to the Mac Weldon lifestyle, which is to say comfort and wearing something that's better than whatever you're wearing right now. Mac Weldon believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. You just go online, a few clicks, and then you got yourself some clean underwear. That's it.
That's
For once.
Nothing else could really promise you that. Mac Weldon will be the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants you will ever wear. This is very true. I almost came in today wearing my Weekenders.
why not? You
I
should
don't
have.
know. I felt like I'm too comfortable in them.
Oh,
Even
they're
though I
great.
can get away with just wearing them out and about, I feel like I'm too comfortable
Yeah,
and thus it's
popping boners.
inappropriate, you know?
I get it.
Yeah. And the good thing is, even if I was to wear them in, you guys wouldn't know if they stink, because Mac Weldon has a silver line of their underwear and shirts, which means they're antimicrobial, which means even if you stink, the underwear doesn't.
Blocks all that boner smell.
Wearing Mac Weldon is like tipping a perpetual tip of your fedora to whatever lady you're with, without the neck strain. You just put them on, and then you're tipping all the way.
It's all down here.
You get yourself a pair of Mac Weldons. If you don't like it for some reason, they will refund you, no questions asked, and you still get to keep the underwear. I mean, I'm not trying to get you free underwear, but I think you'll probably get hooked once you
Worth
do
a
it.
try.
Do I still have to do this?
Tip, tip, tip.
See,
Darn it.
Bruce. See, if Bruce had his Mac Weldons on, he wouldn't have to be doing this right now.
get really
We'd all
busy.
see the tipping. If you want to get into this Mac Weldon wonderment, then you should go to MacWeldon.com and get 20% off your order using promo code OpenHaus, HAUS. You will not regret it. I don't think anyone here regrets it. If anything, I want to buy more Mac Weldon stuff, cover myself from head to toe. They need to start selling Mac Weldon fedoras.
Doesn't say do they have trilbies?
That's a great idea.
Watch
I'm
this.
gonna get Mac
Watch
on
it.
the phone. There it is. Antimicrobial.
Let's hang out with that guy.
Oh, she's always like, oh, watch this.
I don't like this.
She's like, oh. She's
wrong
always
with her
creeping
hands?
around
Does
like,
she live in the channel?
well, no, she's like a maid in like a big aristocrat's house. So she's always creeping around looking for secrets, like a real upstairs downstairs vibe. She's like, oh, Muppet, watch this, watch this.
It's supposed to be different from American You.